From roasting Oprah's fake outrage,
some guy doing whatever it takes to get to the next level,
to making a woke interviewer cry mid-interview.
Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate it.
I hope you didn't take anything personally. No, absolutely not.
These are the times when Bill Burr humiliated rude interviewers. Starting with Bobby Lee, who was humiliated for his dumb takes and asked Bill a stupid question as soon as he sat down.
We good?
Did you shave your head for a part?
Huh?
A role?
No, I'm bald.
No,
I
but
mean, I'm going bald.
I know, but but you still had some stuff, residue of hair.
Residue?
Yeah.
Yeah, but why are your head looks like, Darth Vader when he took his fucking helmet off. Remember that? When he was just all fucked up?
Yeah.
Bill immediately put him on blast for that.
I'm trying to answer your question.
Yeah, go ahead. I just
process of you coming out of the gate shitting on me. Like, I love how you came at me aggressive, and now you're going. You got your those little panda hands.
I was.
Up.
I love how you attacked my little panda hand.
That's what you look like. You look like a little panda.
I know. I was just because when you took your hat
like
off,
a little adolescent bear.
Even when Bobby tried to have a conversation later, Bill's sarcasm just wouldn't stop.
I'm just gonna tell you how I discovered you.
I do owe my whole career to you. Yeah. I was struggling until Bobby Lee discovered me.
Oh, no, not discover you in terms of like you did it on your own, obviously, but no, in terms of my awareness of you.
Oh.
Can I tell you that story?
Oh, no, I remember it was a big day in my career. Bobby Lee is finally aware of me. Am I on Bobby Lee's radar?
See, this is what he's gonna.
This is when things start to happen.
I'm not gonna allow this.
And later, when Bobby started underplaying his achievements, Bill corrected him on the spot.
Things are kind of slowly happening for me as well, right? It's just nice to see, like,
What are you talking about? You've been on fucking television for like almost 30 years.
What are you talking about?
Mad TV.
Oh my God.
And everything else.
Okay, first of all, Mad TV was like doing community theater. That's how much we got paid.
I'm not. Well,
I'm just telling you. I know.
Oh, did you get fucked over in show business? Did you think there was a big pot of gold and then somebody else took it from you? Yeah, that's what happens. But you were still on TV. You still walk down the street and people are like, oh my God, it's Bobby Lee from Mad TV.
Okay, fine.
But before he moved on, Bill made sure to bury Bobby 6 feet deep. While Bill might have gone too hard on Bobby for his takes, he went even harder on Sarah Silverman, who earned her roast by being aggressive right from the start.
Please welcome brilliant comedian who I love to pieces but who makes me fucking crazy, Bill Burr. But we always fight. We fight often.
No, because I go on stage and then you try to correct my jokes.
I don't try to correct
your
jokes.
You're like,
sometimes.
but what if you said if the woman did this because of this?
And as if being aggressive wasn't enough, Sarah also started making absurd claims.
Sometimes I read interviews with you and you talk about everything you hate, and if you added it all up, you would get me. But somehow we love each other. Am I correct in saying that? I think that you love me. Because every time we fight, as I'm driving home, I get a text from you that says, you know I love you, right? And I go, yeah, I love you too.
That isn't me.
But instead of backing off, Sarah only made things worse.
Are you fucking serious?
Well, my memory isn't good, but I don't remember doing that.
I'll show you.
What, you save
I
them?
can't believe you're... No, text just exists. Yeah, I press save on my text. What kind of phone do you have?
No, I like delete them after a while. What are you saving it for?
You delete text?
And when Sarah tried making the interview awkward again, Bill flipped the script on her.
Yeah.
Oh, I never do because all our friends die and then it's all you have left.
How many of you had?
Die?
I'm up. I counted.
I have a huge list.
I'm 30. 30.
Yeah.
Get something funny out of that.
But Bill's mockery wouldn't stop there.
Who's the guy you think I think you are?
I don't know. I don't know who sent you those texts.
I'm gonna fucking post them. No, I won't.
Okay.
I remember driving home and you being like, you know I love you. And I was like, I love you too. Does not ring a bell at all.
When the way you just did it, it did.
As Sarah became more obsessive, however, Bill had to finally cut her down to size.
I fucking love you.
Look at my
Sometimes
posture
you
right
say-
now. I'm like, I'm
I
as
know.
far over into this chair as I can possibly be. I just
I'm
feel
not
like
here to hurt you.
kind
I
of came
love
here to
you.
hang out and have a good time, and you just like, Like that intro was just like, yeah. It was
I
just
thought you'd like that.
I fucking hate this guy. He's a douchebag, but he came down here. I mean, that's how I heard it.
While Bill might have shown mercy on Sarah, these next news hosts wouldn't be so fortunate after accusing him of being disrespectful.
So your Christian background is part of the show. Or at
Yes,
least
and
two
I wanted
episodes.
to talk to you about Jesus after this.
Well, the only reason why I bring it up is some people thought maybe you went a little too far. You know.
As far as what?
Well, they thought that maybe you were being disrespectful to the Christian religion.
Who did?
I'm telling you, you need to Google.
Oh, good Lord.
But Bill's comeback would soon point out the irony of her statement.
I don't even know what I mean, we did maybe 2 jokes about that.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't you think the Catholic Church went a little too far? More so than my cartoon.
All right, listen.
A couple of jokes. I know this is a morning show. You can't bring up all those crimes.
You know what? Technically,
Well, they just sort of kept moving them around. You know, like those killer whales at SeaWorld. After it kills a trainer, they'll then move it up to Seattle. They don't give them their background.
And while both hosts tried taking subtle jabs at him, Bill stayed unfazed.
So F is for family. I mean, it's really politically incorrect before politically incorrect was even a term.
Yeah, and I think people, they laugh because they're already talking about it, so it's not that big a deal.
we all have dark thoughts sometimes, but you go there in public and you do it, even though it's edgy, kind of make it safe in a way.
Yeah, well, what's going to happen? I'm just talking. I mean, it's not
Right.
like I'm not doing anything.
Nevertheless, the hosts kept trying to politically correct him.
I remember when I moved here in '94, it was, you remember Alphabet City, you were taking your life in your hands, and there was like junkies and stuff like that, so it was just really like a lot harder than to like even like impress people. And now, I mean, I don't know,
Again, the good old days.
Yeah.
Anyway.
You know what? They don't even call it Alphabet City anymore. You know that? They
When-
call it like the Lower East Side. Things, gentrification,
oh,
whatever.
was that offensive to illiterate people?
But before the show was over, Bill made the news hosts regret their remarks.
Kid.
Bill Burr.
F
like
is
the
for
moon.
family.
There you go.
F is for family on Netflix, out right now.
He'd be a little more comfortable if he threw some trash around the studio, right? He misses the old New York, and you're not the only
I want
one.
to meet those religious people that got upset, and I want to quiz them on their religion.
All right, we'll talk about, why did I bring that up? Bill,
Why did you bring it up?
I'm
It's
sorry.
a morning show. It's supposed to be an easy one.
You know what happens?
Just like these two hosts escaped Bill's roasts, Jimmy Kimmel couldn't do the same after he fired shots at Bill for getting too angry all the time.
I don't think it's 100%. I'm just saying that it's massaged.
I see. I know
to,
exactly
to
what
be
you're saying.
exciting. Oh, what? The refs just have way too much power.
Okay.
I think when you have a sport where an official can literally take a star player out of the game by giving them 2 quick ones in the first quarter, that's an incredible amount of power. You can't take Tom Brady out of a game. You know, you can't take these guys out. I guess you could eject somebody.
Yeah, you could.
I don't know. Why
Yeah.
Why did I do that?
I don't know
I
why
was
you
supposed
did
to
it.
come out here and
You're
be
supposed to
all-
be happy. This
I
is
know.
how you have trouble with happiness? Is that hard for you?
And that question instantly sent Bill over the line.
I'll tell you what bugged me was your fake concern there. The way he leaned in and you squinted your face. I tell you, do you have trouble being happy? No, I don't have a problem being happy. I have a great time being happy as long as nobody asks me that question.
Jimmy was too stunned to say anything, and then Bill said this to him.
I mean, I don't know, like, what do I have to do to convince people that I'm not walking around in a rage, but like, if you say something stupid, I'm gonna look at you.
Not only this, but Bill also mocked the host for his interest in an NBA team.
Lakers. I like the
Oh,
Lakers.
God, yeah. I mean, you guys, that's one of the most massaged histories of all time.
Who doesn't like a massage?
Yeah, you got a mobbed up rep, you got a BAA championship, you take 4 championships, 5 championships from Minnesota. It's a very Hollywood resume where you're sort of jacking it up.
But when Jimmy later tried to make a comeback, he only got shot down again.
Burr, he takes the fun out of absolutely everything. You can see him
No,
on his...
no, wait a minute.
What?
Wait a minute. You ain't leaving on that. I threw a strike and then you had to show your home run ball. Go f yourself. Wait. Yeah, I would. I'd like to see you playing softball where they had the I used to like pitch from a regulation mound. They moved the wall in like 200 feet. Get the out of here.
And just like Jimmy, Conan and his co-hosts were also caught in Bill's cannon fire when he came guns blazing out on their podcast.
Why do you have athletic soles on your wingtips?
I just noticed
You never
that.
know.
I just noticed that.
These are beautiful wingtip shoes. And then at the bottom, they just have a little, like a rubber grip.
Yeah, in case a pickup game of hoop.
You never know what
You're
might
tall.
happen.
Someone would pick you on the team. All right.
And with the shoes, Bill came at the socks as well.
Gold toe socks.
I'm a banker.
What are you, a sitcom dad in the 50s? Honey, I'm home.
Hello,
I got a new company car.
Listen,
it's great to be white.
Later, when Bill was talking about arguing with his wife, the co-host got caught in his crossfire as well.
Fucking sense to me. I just think, like, you know what? It's just gonna be an argument. I'm gonna give in, and then we're gonna do this dumb shit anyway. So why not just act like I want to do it, you know? And it keeps the peace. I slowly die inside, but as we're doing it, I don't need you to act like you care.
And Bill wasn't going to move on without dropping one last bomb on her.
You sounded like you're watching a rescue dog commercial.
Aww. You want one?
No, I work too much. Gas it.
Well, I'm sure your wife is always right, too. Just,
No, she is right a lot of the time.
Yeah.
She is.
See how that works?
Very nice.
You just agree with them.
Do you talk like this?
Ear-to-ear grin.
Have you done couples counseling?
While Bill was just busting Conan's balls, he went all out on Oprah Winfrey twice for her nonsensical takes. The first happened on Build when the interviewer asked Bill about his opinion on one of his past jokes.
How women praise each other all the time for being mothers, and they say being a mother is the hardest job out there.
Most difficult job, and Oprah said that.
Oprah said that, yeah. Has your opinion on that phrase changed at all since?
And Bill just couldn't help joking about it.
It's not the most difficult job on the planet. It just isn't. Dude, I did roofing in July. As a redhead, I almost died.
But no one knew that Bill was just getting started with one of his legendary rants.
There's people that work on, like, oil. What was that movie that guy made? The oil, the fucking, they drill for oil. What is it?
There Will Be Blood?
There Will Be Blood. The out in the ocean, they would drill. I can never remember the names.
Deepwater.
Mark Wahlberg was
Deepwater Horizon. Yeah.
Those guys were working on an oil rig. The fucking thing blows up. They're on fire. They got to jump into water that's on fire.
And Bill ended the argument in one go.
Salty water into their wounds. You got to swim out of that oil and fire and then tread water, praying to God that the Coast Guard is going to get there before the sharks do. Now talk to me about a toddler. Oh, he was so fussy today. He wouldn't eat his peas.
Putting Oprah on blast wouldn't be a first for Bill because he also did it on Conan's show while discussing Lance Armstrong's doping controversy.
I didn't think Lance owed anybody. He didn't do anything to me. You know what he did for me? He raised $500 million for cancer research. That's what that lie did. Yeah, it was great. And everybody had the bands on. Remember the bands?
Sure.
Right? That blocked out the sun, right?
And soon, Bill brought up Oprah's interview, where Lance admitted taking drugs and immediately floored the roast pedal.
Now, the whole thing was annoying, and I hated how Oprah was interviewing him and acting like she was dumbfounded that this guy would do this. Like, she's been in show business for 35 years, and she can't, wrap her head around some guy doing whatever it takes to get to the next level. Didn't she, for the first 5 years, have, midgets who wanted to bang their mailman's boyfriend?
And Bill's rant only got better and better.
She didn't want to do it. She didn't want to do it, but she didn't have the power to say no, so she wrote it out. And then when she could make a good decision, she did a show. But she stood on the heads of those little people for 5 years until she got, and then she's sitting there across from this guy so how could you know exactly what he's doing. It's the stupidest thing I've ever seen. Look.
Just like Oprah, Colin Cowherd also asked Bill absurd questions only for Bill to turn the tables on him.
You seem so reasonable. Our Patriot fans, it's so funny, with the Red Sox, it doesn't matter how great you are.
I just love how you go into questions.
Okay. So just
you seem so reasonable. Okay, what unreasonable Boston person are you going to trash this time?
Okay. So with the Reds,
we're discussing politics.
Well,
And Colin's exposition didn't stop there.
Do you feel Do you lean a little, kind of little Boston up, you look at Tom and go, he kind of stuck it to the system. The guy beat the system.
Oh, this is such a Real Housewife question. Is his victory somebody else's defeat?
Yes.
No, I mean, what you had was...
But when Colin kept bashing Bill's home baseball team, he finally took Colin to the cleaners.
You hate Boston. I get it. You hate Boston, and you're. I don't know what your deal is. I don't know what happened to you when you went to Boston. I don't know what happened. Okay, but I am not their representative. I left more than a quarter of a century ago. I'm sorry you went on the Freedom Trail, and you didn't get to meet Paul Revere or whatever they promised you.
Howie Mandel also got destroyed on his own podcast when Bill exposed his real personality.
Bill Burr.
You know what I like about you?
What?
You ask me questions.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if I give you the answer that you don't want, you're going to consider it. But I know you're not. I know you already have your mind made up.
About when I'm going to air it?
Just about everything.
After taking shots at Howie's persona, Bill went for his germophobia.
You have like the violet lenses for whatever reason.
So I don't get headaches. Why is that funny?
Because you like live life on a pillow and you walk around like you're in a war zone. You won't shake hands. You get like violet like glasses. You're very sensitive.
Why are your glasses?
Despite this, Howie tried to build his image up only for Bill to quickly dismantle it again.
I am living in a war zone. I have a war zone going on inside my own head. I've talked about it. I've been very open about it.
Mm-hmm.
But this is
that
not
why
about
you go
me.
on TV and judge other artists to make you feel like a big man? You know, I like the juggling of the pins, but I felt maybe you could have had 5 instead of 4.
You don't.
Guess what? You're not going to Vegas.
Before the podcast came to an end, Bill made sure to tell Howie exactly what he thought of him one last time.
But you are always good. You never put me in anything. I know you direct and you write. You never call me.
Well,
you never
you're
put
a
me.
lot.
What?
You're a lot. It's not about talent, Howie. We know you have talent.
I know.
I've seen the glove on your head. I know that you're a triple threat. Do I want to be around this person? Do I want to deal with this guy 14 hours a day? And
Okay, all right,
sometimes you're on the fence, and other times it's just an obvious no.
But
while Howie's podcast was brutal, it pales in comparison to this next interview, where Bill's roast literally made the interviewer cry. It all started when Bill was talking about the problems of having a woke audience.
For an hour, you can make fun of fat people, cripples, anything you want to make fun of, and then when you come around to the thing that they just decide that this is not a joking matter no matter what, then all of a sudden you're not a comedian anymore, then all of a sudden you got to be like,
right.
It's like you're on Meet the Press.
Little did Bill know, however, that his interviewer was one of them.
Try not. Can you can curse as much as you want here, but please don't say cripple.
Why?
Because it's
you just don't find that
it's
funny?
politically, I think they're called differently abled or something. So
Crippled's funnier.
Can you try not to say crippled?
Crippled sounds like that old school, you know?
Yeah.
Wagon wheel.
Yeah.
It broke you on the wheel.
You're right.
But things only got worse when the interviewer started criticizing Bill's new DVD special.
All right, let's plow ahead. Let's try to bring this into some.
All right. So listen, you've been out in LA, but like you mentioned off. Well, anyway, you did this Comedy Central special. You have the DVD out. You have the CD out. In fact, I should hold it up.
There you go. Look at that.
This is Bill Burr's Why Do I Do This?
Yep.
You should get this at your store, at your local store. And
go Amazon.com.
And Amazon.com is a
iTunes. I'll
iTunes.
pour myself out here.
It's all there. It's good. In fact,
it's good. It's not great.
It's
It's good.
No, we had it on our Punchline magazine. We had a list of the best DVDs of 08, and this made it. Yeah, it was. I'm surprised you didn't know about that. It was big news. No.
Oh yeah.
No.
Who'd you pick? Me and some hacky English guy with a comb over?
No. I'm trying to think who we picked in the DVDs. I can't remember right now. But
okay.
So this is good. I do have to. I usually don't ask questions like this because I think they're silly. But this photo of you on the back.
It's me in action.
Yeah, I don't believe that that's you in action. I feel
that
like
is me in action.
This is you in action, not posed. Yeah. What did they do to this microphone? I'm sure you can't see this, but this microphone is clearly not a wireless mic. But there's no wire coming out of it.
And when he got the chance, Bill finally took the interviewer down a notch.
know that, but that's not how a wireless.
Michael, what kind of interview is this where you're not just going to shit all over it? That's so funny that you picked that out. I thought everyone was going to notice that, but then they want you to go do a photo shoot.
So you're
I'm
lying to
standing
me. That
there.
is a photo shoot.
I'm not lying to you. I was having fun with you. 5 seconds later, if I tell you what it actually is, that means I'm breaking balls, man. That's all I'm doing. But, yeah.
Nevertheless, the interviewer kept criticizing him. So Bill finally took him to the cleaners.
You got the Pontiac T1000.
Look at this.
That's for mechanics out there. What's wrong with that?
Really? Is that you in action, or is this another photo shoot?
Yeah, it's a photo shoot. People do photo shoots.
Yeah, I know.
Have you ever seen like a movie poster and you'll see a movie star
I have.
who's clearly 5'2", yet somehow he's as tall as the supermodel?
I have.
Yeah, that's a photo shoot. And they fix stuff. Look, I'm sorry you're just on the web, man.
And as if nailing his coffin wasn't enough, Bill also buried him 6 feet deep.
He took it to this place. I'm not trying to shit on his website. What is it called again? Huh? Zippitydoodah.com?
You got it.
Huh? You motherfucker.
That's
you
it.
have me on your show and you start trashing my DVD?
You're a sensitive man.
Dude, I'm joking. Come on, man.
Listen.
You know, it'd be great if somehow I made you cry.
But Bill didn't know his silly joke would actually come true.
Bill, we're gonna go.
Okay.
This has been Bill Burr. You've been watching A Tight Five, punchlinemagazine.com and on rooftopcomedy.com. Bill, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much for having me. I really
Thanks, man.
appreciate it. I hope you didn't take anything personal.
No, absolutely not.
Okay, cool. Come on, man. Don't be like that. Look at me comforting. See that? Be a goddamn man. Take it.
Just like this interviewer regretted inviting Bill, this next host felt the same when he tried to match wits with Bill. As Bill opened up about relationships, Charlemagne dropped a joke and got smacked down fast.
I've only met 2 people that had like a vibe like her in my life. And the first one was a dude. He was just, so that wasn't happening.
Wasn't he tight?
No, he was like, no, just walked in the room, you know, and you just knew the person was coming in the room. She has that vibe, right? So,
hold on, you gotta clear that up. I want to be clear about that. You didn't date the guy, nothing.
no.
I just want to make sure.
Is it the first one? When are black people gonna let go of this homophobia? You always gotta check. Like, what are you doing
for the
with your
story.
manicured eyebrows? Like, I'm fucking gonna sit here and act like.
That's when he realized the golden rule of never try to outjoke Bill Burr.
I was like all introverted and blah, 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 blah. So I was fascinated with people that were just free. So that's what I meant.
Got you.
Okay, we're gonna go back to sucking dick for a show again? This guy's a one-trick pony over here.
What started as an interview quickly turned into a roast, starring Charlemagne as the main course.